Hey, and welcome to another edition of Comics Should Smell Good here at Zanadu Comics in Seattle, and we have some very delightful, fragrant comics for you today. Let's kick it off with you.
Oh, me? Yes, I am the mustachioed marauder, Morgan Brown, here to bring you the newest issue of Captain America, Steve Rogers. We're now officially counting down to Secret Empire, which all of a sudden I'm really excited for. I don't know how that happened. I feel like this happens like with every other event. I'm like, it's just another event, and then it's like, oh, well, you mean it's gonna use all these characters that I have like this built-in fondness for, and there's a writer that I actually don't hate writing it for once? Whoa!
It was the Cosmic Cube, actually. You were corrupted by the Cosmic Cube.
Of course, every time.
He's been Hydra this whole time.
Which, again, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that doesn't make me a Nazi, I swear. Right. But anyway, speaking of people who definitely aren't Nazis, Steve Rogers here is now deciphering more of his past and future as Hydra sort of builds up a new inner circle, which is actually the same inner circle that it had during Secret Warriors, which is like my favorite period of Hydra.
Yes.
But there's new people underneath various masks. The new Madam Hydra is a figure from Hydra Steve's past, and then you got the new Kraken is no longer, at one point he was like Jacob Fury, and then he was someone else, like halfway through Secret Warriors, like he killed Jacob Fury and replaced him, and now there's another new one. So there's some really crazy stuff going on there. And there's also Gorgon and the Hive, who was in Secret Warriors recently.
Who's the purple person?
That's Arnim Zola.
Oh, that's...
Zola.
Yeah, I gotta have Zola.
That's a lot of bad guys in one room.
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of evil.
Speaking
of a lot of evil.
Yeah, speaking of a lot of evil. Actually, this is not so much evil. Black Hammer returns. Jeff Lemire, Dean Ormston, Dave Stewart. The kind of weird, bizarre, fringe superhero story about forgotten superheroes and coming back to be a superhero returns for its second arc. This book has been really cool and really weird if you're definitely wanting some kind of more underground, dark vibe to your superheroes, but we're not talking like dark and edgy like New 52 dark and edgy. We're talking like, Rick Veitch kind of stuff here. This is very weird, very bizarre, and having Dean Ormston actually do pages is just astounding. This guy is really brilliant. So yes, 2 covers and a return to probably Dark Horse's one of their bigger books that is not licensed.
Nicely put, Casey Silverhawk Sylvia.
That's right.
My first pick of the week is Iron Fist #1. I am a longtime fan of Danny Rand. Perhaps you've heard of this Netflix series that is getting lots of buzz, lots of varying opinions. But you could definitely come in and check out the brand new series starring Danny Rand as the Iron Fist. This is by Ed Brisson and art by Mike Perkins. And when it picks up, Kunlun is kind of in ruins. His access to his... Is it Chi or is it Chai?
Chi.
Chi. I thought it was Chi.
No, Chai is far more
Chai,
delicious.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
His inner tea, his brewing
Inner tea.
ability to brew
He's
the
brewing
chai
and it
tea.
comes...
Oh
he just puts his hand on there and it heats right out. So it's kind of in flux, and he has... This is the beginning of called The Legend of the Seven Masters, so he's about to be challenged for the role of the Iron Fist. So lots of kung fu, awesome intrigue and action, and global from New York back to Kunlun itself. So check it out, Danny Rand. If you're a big fan of the Netflix show, come in here and check out the new solo series.
I heard I couldn't read or watch that because there's a white guy in it. But thank you anyways, Wilbur Giant Frickin' Nerd Harris.
Thank you.
Now, from the very cool, accessible comics about white people that you should read because they are edgy and stuff. Again, with the edginess. We've got Doom Patrol and Mother Panic from DC's Young Animal.
Boom, boom.
Both issue 5 of these awesome series.
Oh my god, they actually caught up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, right?
Mother Panic finally caught up.
Yeah, now that, Sean Crystal is drawing it, he gave Tommy Lee Edwards a break.
Right.
Both amazingly talented artists in their own regards. This is following the main character's sort of quest to catch up with her past, and there's lots of...
Is that you? Is that your superhero?
I'm getting the bat phone.
We do not get paid enough to deal with these things.
Because you talked about white people. You can't talk about...
Of course. Oh, that's the call. I'm getting pulled, aren't I?
That's right.
No.
Editors, our backers are like, no, we gotta cut them.
I'm mad as hell. No. Anyways, Mother Panic is awesome. Doom Patrol is awesome. They're both really cool comics, and there's a really, really interesting
Right? That
commentary
is so good.
on our current administration here in the back of this. I like that DC managed to get away with that.
Yeah, it's in the back of the book. Nobody goes that far. That's where the ads are.
I haven't checked to see if it's in the regular DC books or just the
No,
Young
it's just
Animal
in the
stuff.
Young Animal stuff.
That's awesome.
And my next book is a new #1 from IDW, Helena Crash, written by Fabian Rangel Jr., who brought you Space Riders, and art by Warwick Johnson Cadwell, who's done a few Tank Girl comics, and this dude has got a weird style. This is like Jim Mahfood meets Toby Cypress meets some like weird French art house film type of thing, with a lot of coffee and guns. And I mean a lot of coffee. Like lots and lots. You see all the coffee cups? Fabian Rangel Jr. drinks too much coffee, probably. And he likes to infuse that into all his comic books. But there's a lot of really cool characters in here, lots of energetic, kind of spastic design. This weird werewolf guy with these great glasses. And you have an amazing Andrew McLean cover, who put out Headlopper last week that you should have bought, and if you didn't buy, you should get it this week. But yeah, pretty excited. Sounds pretty cool. Lots of coffee.
And I'm back.
Was the emergency appointment?
It's very, very important.
Yeah. Commissioner Gordon. Have a
It was
cat-
Commissioner Gordon. He said to work on the back calories.
Oh.
Here we go. So, my next pick is Action Comics. This is the finale of the four-part
series.
Excuse me?
Superman Reborn. Maybe I should go back off camera again. Anyway, Superman Reborn. This kind of really answered the question of, why are there two Clark Kents? What's going on with it? I don't even want to give away in case you've not been reading because we have the issues, but a major kind of surprise villain.
I'm pretty sure I said who it was last week.
Okay, it's
Like,
Mr. Mix-a-Plick. But he is big
That's
and
not how you say
bad. Exactly. He's big and bad and weird and kind of tied into the bigger mystery that's going on with the DC Universe Rebirth that may or may not be involved. The Watchmen.
You mean the button?
Yeah, the button, which
With
is
the
also
weird
coming
goo
out.
on it?
But anyway, so here's the thing. This is Dan Jurgens and Doug Mahnke picking up the final chapter of the crossover that was set up by Pat Gleason and Peter J. Tomasi. So there you go. I'm really having some issues here
Wow.
because I'm so.
Wow.
I'm
That phone call must have really
Yeah,
shook
It
you.
really
right?
shook me up, so I'm really sorry.
Commissioner Gordon must have been stern.
But anyway,
dude. He kind
this
of
has
laid
been-
it down.
Ever since Rebirth, this has been a really good time for Superman.
Yeah.
It was maybe that's Perry White calling because he says you should really hype up Superman and don't be so nervous when you talk about it. But Superman is great. It's Superman and Lois as you love them. It's John Kent, the Super Son. It kind of wraps up the status of the family and threats and kind of sets up, once again, continue on to the big mystery. Please continue before I screw it up again.
Yeah, that's me actually. Talking about big threats, like bigger than this universe threats. You've got Ultimates 2 at number 5 here. We're finally like peeling back the layers on what exactly is going on with Eternity and this new cosmic order that's being formed by the union of Master Order and Lord Chaos. It's a lot of really heady stuff going on here.
Al Ewing is ambitious.
He's
Give him
amazing.
that.
Yeah, he is.
Unafraid to
He
do.
is amazing.
And we're also getting like some of the coolest fight scenes I've seen in superhero comics in so long with the Troubleshooters, who are a team of like New Universe misfits against the Ultimates. They've been hired by the government to basically just keep tabs on the Ultimates and make sure that they don't get back together. And of course, the Ultimates get back together because they're a superhero team. What else are they gonna do? They got a new series to be in. But Travel Foreman is really delivering some of the wildest imagery I've seen in a superhero comic in ages. Like, look at that!
Jesus.
Look at that! That is disgusting. That is terrifying. I'm not going to show you.
You
gotta
need
buy
to be
the damn
reading this comic.
Honestly.
Rio.
Al Ewing's got to eat.
It's true. He only has like 3 comics that he writes. Huge release from Valiant Comics this week, and a book that I'm pretty excited for, Exo Manowar #1, the return of, you could arguably say, Valiant's most well-known hero. Matt Kent and the amazing Tomas Giorello join forces to bring you the story of epic space soldier barbarian awesomeness. If you were digging Prophet, if you're missing Awesome Conan, this is where it's at. We have large men eating large pieces of meat who are swinging large swords and bedding beautiful women. And there's giant tanks. And I'm only like 4 pages into this thing. We haven't even gotten into the cosmicness of it yet. There's going to be a rotating art team of amazing artists, but there's like 4 different covers, all sorts of extra stuff. But really, really highly recommended. If you're not reading Valiant comics, they do the best non-Marvel DC superhero stuff, or well, super-powered stuff. A lot of fun and a lot of care put into these books, and the publication is really nice.
Yeah, it's crazy how, like, they pared down their line insanely and all of a sudden got all this crazy quality out of it.
It's amazing. Everything comes out on time. Always.
Always.
Wild.
Speaking of which, Bloodshot Reborn, this is another Valiant hero. Jeff Lemire has kind of been guiding the Bloodshot, the cybernetic. I guess you could call him cybernetic. He's got
nanomachines.
He's got nanomachines in him. He's a assassin for the government turned kind of anti-hero. This kind of picks up, and once again, it's kind of like, instead of like an ongoing series, it's kind of like, here's kind of an arc that's this series. It was Bloodshot Island. He kind of resolved from that. This is a kind of a new beginning. The next series is going to be Bloodshot Salvation, which picks up, extends the Bloodshot family, if you will. There's even the Bloodshot dog in this. Yes. So, I mean, that's, watch out, Crypto, there's a new super dog involved.
Yeah, I feel like Bloodshot dog would fight dirty, too.
Yeah.
Oh, man, he'd go for the balls right away.
Oh, my God.
So, a lot of good action. It really sets up, it's a great time to join in this character. If you're not familiar with it, it's a great time to join in, as they say. Bloodshot Reborn 0 from Valiant.
All right, and to finish off my picks for you here, I got 3 Ds for you. No, this is not a Dudley Boys thing. It's a double dose of Dredd. There we go.
I am the law.
Not only the classic cry of the werewolf represented here in honor of the late Steve Dillon, we have also got deviations. IDW's sort of what-if line continues here, actually doing an alternate take on this very storyline. It's crazy. You can get the classic story plus the new riff on it by John McCrea and Mike Spicer. I don't know if John McCrea is writing this too. That would be really cool, actually. I didn't see a writer's name on here, so I'm just going to assume...
he's right.
Yeah, he's doing the story and the art. And Mike Spicer, who's doing the colors for Headlopper and a variety of other things. So, yeah, come in, get the D. You need it. Dredd.
And my final pick is the most batshit insane thing that you were going to see in the last 4 months since this book stopped.
Hey, so did you say shit?
I did say shit. Tom Scioli, who is really kind of unassuming to look at him, and who knew that the psychedelic monstrousness that are these stories dwell within his subconscious. But this is the movie adaptation comic book crossover that we all wish would have happened, but it is happening in a way, and is picking up not really the storyline, but at least the themes of the much beloved Transformers G.I. Joe story, or book that finished a few months ago. But this is a one-shot. I don't even like the Transformers of the G.I. Joe. It doesn't matter. There's no nostalgia necessary for this. This is just brilliant comic books. This guy colors it with a crayon. It's a crayon. It's amazing. And there's giant Viking guys on the first page. It's like if Jack Kirby did Transformers and G.I. Joe. It's everything I love. Yeah.
My final pick is the end of an era. It's the end of Extraordinary X-Men.
Is that the
That was not a very long era.
No.
It was not a very long era, and it was an era kind of dominated by War with the Inhumans, the threat of the Terrigen Impox.
Also, Apocalypse crossovers for the movie.
Yes, true. There was a great Magic storyline. The return of and the X-Men were kind of in limbo. The X-Haven was in limbo. But it also had Colossus with the steel mustache and beard, which is kind of cool.
That's
as
pretty
well.
badass. Right?
That was kind of cool. So this kind of is a great kind of wrap up of what happens. That the X-Men are going to be going through the resurrection, starting with X-Men Prime, lots of series. But it's kind of wraps up. There's there's a new threat involved, but there's also some of the cool things if you're an old school X-Men fan, which is kind of what they're returning to with X-Men Prime and X-Men Gold and Blue. But it's a great moment for Jean Grey, I think, and Storm, and it kind of picks up and it kind of gets you ready for X-Men Prime, which is coming next month.
That's right. Buy the X-Men comics. We ordered a lot of them. We don't want to box them up.
I'm going to do my part.
That's
of course. So I think that's it for us this week, and sorry for all the technical difficulties and the strange
all your
things
fault,
happening.
Will.
It's all my fault,
It's
and
all
I'm going to
Will's
learn to
fault.
try to speak this week. So
That's right.
come on in, great new comics here at Zanadu. Comics should smell good. Have an awesome week.
Thanks for watching.